So the developers over at Farm 51 tend to release updates every Thursday or Friday before the weekend to allow players to experiment with the new features. The release normally goes as follows: release on the PTE, test for a few weeks, and then add it to the full game. This Friday, the developers released the first 0.4 update for the game. The link is in the description down below. One of the brand new things released in this game is a brand new submachine gun, the DMG Nine-Milli. They also added a new team deathmatch map called Moscow Senate. Again, this is just on the public test servers, so these are currently in the testing phase to make sure everything is good to go before they release it into the official game. The gameplay you see will be mostly in that map. So let's take a look at the DMG. The weapon's base weight is 7.9, though when you add the stock barrel, the muzzle, and the magazine, the starting weight is about 9.3. The base recoil is 0.6, though with the stock short barrel and muzzle it ends up being 0.4, and the base spread of this gun is 0.15, making it the highest amount of spread in the SMG category. The reload time is 3.1 seconds, putting it right in the middle of the rest. Where this weapon really takes the cake is the 780 fire rate, making this the fastest and lightest automatic weapon in the game. As you can see, there aren't a whole lot of different attachments for this weapon, but I expect that to be changed in the future. Taking a look at the damage drop-off for distance. The base damage up to 30 meters is about 34 per round. After that, it starts dropping off, and at 45 meters, each round will cause about 24 damage per round. At 75 meters, the damage then drops to 18 per round, which continues on at 135 meters and beyond. For a quick comparison, let's take a look at the SIG, which is one of my personal favorites. The weight of this weapon with all stock attachments is 9.79. The recoil is 0.64, which is actually the same as the DMG. The spread is the least of all the SMGs at 0.05. The reload time is the longest at 4.3 seconds, and the rate of fire is slightly under that of the DMG at 770. So here's a quick video comparison if you compare all the stock attachments. You can see the spread, recoil, and reload speed of each. As you can see, the DMG spread is significantly higher than that of the SIG, though the recoil is about the same. This affects you most in medium to long range engagements, as up close they're likely going to be about the same. Now onto some in-game action to see how this performs. Now one of the first things that you'll notice if you're watching closely is that I'm absolute garbage with this weapon. Though the next thing you'll probably notice is that it's an excellent gun for close quarters. Because this gun is so difficult to control at the moment and has very few attachments to compensate, this type of gun would be very difficult to use during Warzone matches. Because of its high rate of fire though, it's a great choice for those close quarter engagements. At the moment, the best choice is probably attaching the 60 round magazine and a red dot just for the slightly longer ranges. However, I've found that the hipfire works excellent, and if you can flank an enemy up close, you can hose down a few really quick. Chances are though you'll lose the head-to-head engagements outside of 30 meters. For me, I'll likely only use this weapon as a secondary, though it's hard for me to justify getting rid of the SIG in my current loadouts. Just a few quick thoughts on the map. It's also a good addition. It's nothing special, you've seen all these areas before in the Moscow map, however, it's nice to just have another map to play. One thing I'm not too keen on though is that most engagements happen just running around in circles around the upper floor of the Senate. I think this makes it hard to have a variety of shootouts and all tend to be the same. There's lots of fighting on the stairs to the second floor and the occasional flanks on the team that's holding the top of the stairs. There are a few corners in this map that would be great starting points for something like, I don't know, search and destroy, which I would love to see in this game. But this is something new and I'm pleased with it. Like I said before, these are currently only available on the public test servers, but will likely be coming to the official game within the next few weeks, hopefully sooner rather than later. That server browser that they've got on there needs to come stat. As far as the rest of the update goes, it's an excellent update. There are a lot of good things coming to the game, and while they did push off recon mode for a little while, they really wanted to focus on stabilizing this game, making it more playable, bringing the player base back. I even saw one post on Reddit that mentioned that they would come back after the 0.4 update was live. So really looking forward to an influx of players that have been waiting for this game to get a little bit better. I hope that this update brings them back into the game so that we can really have a lot of fun. Well, that wraps up this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you're all looking forward to the progression of this game like I am. Feel free to like the video and subscribe and click that little bell notification to get notified of all the big information drops and updates in the game. Thanks a lot, guys. Take care.